What would you do if staying silent kept you safe, but speaking up could cost you everything? Would you protect yourself, or would you risk it all for people who may never even know your name? This is the story of Esther,
How did I end up here?
a young woman with no power who found herself in the most powerful place in the kingdom for such a time as this.
You found favor in my Lord's eye.
Esther was an orphan. She lived far from her homeland, raised by her cousin Mordecai. She was Jewish, but she kept that part of herself hidden.
The God of my fathers, they see a queen, but they don't know who I am.
When the Persian king searched for a new queen, Esther was taken into the palace. She didn't demand attention. She didn't fight for influence. And yet, out of all the women in the kingdom, the king chose her. Overnight, Esther went from invisible to influential. But behind the crown, she carried a secret. At the same time, a man named Haman rose to power. He loved honor. He demanded respect. And when Mordecai refused to bow before him, Haman didn't just get offended, he got dangerous. He went to the king and said, "There is a people scattered throughout the kingdom who do not obey the king's laws." The king listened. A decree was written. A seal was pressed in wax. On a single day, every man, woman, and child was marked for death. A death sentence written in ink. When Mordecai heard the news, he was crushed. He tore his clothes. He stood outside the palace gates, and he sent a message to Esther.
Tell Esther, our people are marked for death.
"You must go to the king," he said. "You must beg him for mercy for your people."
This cannot be undone.
When Esther received the message, fear filled her heart. She sent word back to Mordecai.
Even I am not safe.
Do not think you will escape. And who knows whether you have come for such a time as this?
She was the queen, but she was still vulnerable. Then Mordecai sent a message that would change everything.
Take this letter to Esther. It is of great importance.
Do not think that because you are in the palace, you alone will escape. If you remain silent at this time, relief will arise from another place. Those words stayed with her. Esther understood the choice before her. Stay silent and live, or speak up and risk everything. She sent one final message.
Gather the people. Fast for me. I will go to the king. And if I perish, I perish.
This was not reckless courage. This was faith with wisdom. 3 days later, Esther approached the throne room. Every step echoed. The room fell silent. The king looked up. For a moment, everything hung in the balance. Then, he extended the golden scepter. "What is your request, Queen Esther? Even up to half the kingdom, it will be granted." Esther didn't rush.
If my king will permit me, I would love to prepare a feast with my king and Haman.
She invited the king and Haman to a banquet, then another, and finally, at the right moment, she spoke. "If I have found favor in your sight, let my life be spared." The king leaned forward. "Who would dare do such a thing?" he demanded. Esther answered calmly, "This wicked man." Haman's plot was exposed. The one who sought destruction was brought to justice. Reversal and deliverance. The decree could not be erased, but a new decree was written. The Jewish people were given the right to defend themselves. What was meant for destruction became deliverance. Mourning turned into celebration. Fear turned into joy. God's name is never mentioned in the book of Esther, and yet his presence is everywhere. In timing, in courage, in quiet obedience. Maybe you are where you are right now, not by accident. Maybe your voice matters more than you think. And maybe you are here for such a time as this.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you found this story interesting, kindly comment your thoughts, like and follow our page to receive more stories.